Hi everyone. Hi Winley. Hi Spencer Lynn. Oh, the goose is here. Hello, goose. Ugh. Today is like a good day for Stardew Valley. I've been like slowly remembering how to play this game, so I feel like my playthroughs are just gonna get progressively better. So, can only go up from here. Yeah, hi sweet goose. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need this hand for gaming. I'll pet you later, I promise. Hello, hello. All right, let's get started. We do Catholic school trauma to escape all of our troubles. Hi, McBreeze. Hi, Manifold Pilgrim. Meep. I need to stop doing that. I realized I do not have the Queen of Sauce yet. I could have sworn. Never mind. Forget what I was about to say. Maybe I should go mining today. Hi, Goose. Okay. Successful harvest. We do love to see it. No. Not right now. Maybe later. You can't make me eat a green bean. Maybe. Stuff over here. Goose is like licking my pocket. Hi, bud. Promise. I don't have any snacks. Put it down. You don't have to carry everything on your shoulders all the time. It's not ready to be harvested yet. Oh, yes, yes. It was so good, right? I'm sorry, I'm blanking on their name as well. I know it started with an S. But yeah, someone in my Instagram DMs was like, oh, I'm really nervous about like doing my first video. Do you have any advice? And I gave them my advice, and then they made a video that was like 10 times better than I ever did when I started. I'm like, oh my gosh. What am I doing here? I also watched the one and only Phineas's video, his video essay. That was a good time too. I'm finding a lot of good new YouTube content, which is always a good time. Oh, I have more mail? The hat mouse. Jaden with Gayness, I'm also beefing. I just saw pictures of, oh, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Michelle Yeoh, Y-E-O-H, from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw pictures of her in Wicked, and she looks amazing. Ariana Grande, too, still looks amazing. I don't know, I still feel like... Still don't know how that movie's gonna be 2 parts. That's the only part that makes me nervous. Duh. I should have... I'm being a silly Billy. Should have gone the other way. What do I have in the community center, though? 9. Obviously, I don't have stuff from fall. Okie dokie. Also, I need to see how much wood I have. I forgot. I always get too excited and I leave without a plan, which is not something you should do. I know, I was so happy to see D'Angelo Wallace back. I was kind of wondering if he had retired for a little bit, which, like, I mean, good for him if he did. But he's such a good creator. Okay, I don't have 300 wood yet. That's what I was wondering about. Wasted my time. Nice. Forgot I still have to water these things. Oh, I cannot wait for a watering can upgrade. I long for the day. That's quite the sound, huh? Struggle. Struggle of being a farmer. I hope no one has to pee while they're listening to this. This is a lot. We'll be here all day. I was gonna go to the mines, but this is my life now. Water. 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 Okay, that was a workout. Yeah, I knew he was on a hiatus. I just I don't know. I hadn't heard from him in a while, and I don't know. Sometimes hiatuses turn into permanent things for good reason. And I'm glad he's back. And my guess for his next like new video that he teased, I think he's doing an Andrew Tate video. That's my prediction. I don't know. Watch me be entirely wrong. I will watch it regardless of what it is. We stand. Okay, great. We're in this together, Spencer Lynn. I also gave like the vaguest hint for what, not even my next video, but one of my upcoming videos was going to be in my last video. And like 3 people guessed it. Like, everyone on the internet is just on a whole other level. Let me rearrange this. And then... Okay. I am already hungry. So dramatic. 1 p.m. and you haven't eaten and you're hungry? Do I do it? These snacks aren't getting me as far as I thought they would, if I'm being honest. Whoop. Oh well, it's a lucky day, so I can't die. Ah! Can y'all tell that Dan always played these parts when we played together? That's very forgiving. I thought I had less health than that, though, based on... These are the slowest moving creatures, and yet they best me every time. Okay, so, you know, maybe my day is not as lucky as I thought it was gonna be. No! The jumping. They're like crickets. And crickets give me like the absolute creeps. I'm like fine with all bugs, like spiders, fine. Crickets, I can't do. And when we first moved into this house, we used to just get invaded with crickets, like falling in the walls in the fall. And one time one even like fell on me while I was asleep. And so I went to my parents' house for refuge. And one crawled out of my backpack while I was at my parents' house. So it turns out it's like worth the investment for pest control. Little life hack for you. But I can't do it, yeah. And I have a little gecko, and I'm like, he eats crickets. It's his job to protect me from this, but he was no help. Oh no! Wasn't prepared. Oh, I'm already out of energy. I need to come with like pre-made stuff. I think I'm just gonna have to go back. Oh, I can go all the way to the top. Okay, I would have gone further. You know, who needs stuff from the mine? Not me. Oh my gosh, Abigail, you're so cute. What can I offer you? Would you like a berry? Here. Love me. No. No. Why? I give up. Actually, I probably do need to eat it if I'm being real. Today is not my day. It's been kind of a rough one, guys, so I'm sorry if my vibes are a little off. It's 'cause they are. It's all good. And you know, since I've grown out my bangs, kind of used to use bangs as like a, you know how people read tea leaves? If I was having a bad bang day, I knew the day was doomed. But now I don't have that like to rely on anymore. I just have to live in chaos. And it's tough. It's tough out there. Oh, I'm still carrying this flower. Yes, let's all just vibe in our Stardew. I was going to go see Clint, but I guess he's busy. Oh, because it's 7:20 p.m. Fine. You got me there. Well, I'm going to get like some actual food. And maybe I'm going to get some snacks for me. And I know I need to start seducing people. I've been holding back and I can't do that anymore. Oh yes, you have coffee. I know Harvey likes coffee, and even though I don't like Harvey, I know I can seduce him. So we're starting with that. And the spaghetti for me. Okay, that'll have to do. Anything else I can give people? Not really. Yeah, I need to donate this stuff. Is the... Okay, the flower dance is next week. I've actually never danced with anybody at the flower dance, but I feel like at this rate I'm not gonna... No one likes me enough for that to be a thing. Yeah, I think you could technically do Haley from day one because her birthday is early. And maybe Alex? but I have not been on track to do that. But I think I'm gonna chop some wood. I want to fix the bridge down by the beach because I think I remember there being a lot of goodies down by there. Why am I not sorting through the trash? Come on now. There we go. Actually, yes. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense it would be Shane. But, you know, I don't have money to blow on beer, so... How disappointed would you all be if I chose to marry Shane this round? For fun. My slots are already filling up again. I still need to get the fourth thing for the community center. Forget what they are. They're not radishes. They're a little brown thing. So we're on the hunt for that. Cat Mouse, I don't have any money for you, but I'll look at what you have. Cute. Love you. I want to be Hat Mouse when I grow up. Well, we got some spring onion. No. Feels wrong to be cutting trees like not on my land, but you know, the government can't keep me down. I liked Shane's storyline. I don't remember. I remember it being kind of. I remember it being darker than I anticipated for this game. And the blue chickens does sound like really fun. But I don't know, I feel like when I married Abigail, she wasn't that exciting when we married her either. We just would like, you know, kiss and stuff, which is fun, but... Nothing's ever as good as like the chase, I suppose, at least in this game. No. Tap it. Thought I could eat the acorn, but not. Let's get it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain when there's like so much character interaction in this game. But yeah, it's kind of meh. I don't even think I got to the part where you could have kids. I think we did the community center and we got married and we like maxed out everybody's storylines. But after that, we were pretty much like, yeah, good. Ooh, I'm further away than I thought I was. Whoops. It's okay. It's all part of the plan. This is all gonna fall into the ocean, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. I'm a genius. Oh, come on, come on, come on. No! No! Dang it! I'm gonna have to talk to Harvey. Why do I have to faint in this game? Too close to home. Oh. I'm fine? I'm fine. Okay then, as long as... Well, I didn't have that much money, so I don't know how much they could have possibly taken. Oh, I need that. I need all this stuff. Bloop. Okay. It's raining. At least that means I can skip the hardest part of my day. Speaking of raining, I think I talked about last week how I wanted to play Coffee Talk 2. And I thought about streaming it, but it's like basically a visual novel with making coffee in it like every couple of minutes. So it kind of would have been hard to follow. But I played it over the weekend and it was really good. A good cozy time. That is a fair point, but did you see how that went last time? I think I'm gonna keep doing my tree thing. Because I'm really close. I think we could do it today. Okay, good. I thought Shane was gonna judge me for a second. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. That little thing. Whatever, at least we didn't have to talk to Harvey. That's all I care about. Boop. We're fine. You know, women just faint all the time. True fact. It's normal. Well, actually, I'm a boy in this game. Normal. Normal thing. Nothing to worry about. Oh, Goose is growling at something. Really hope he doesn't blast all of your eardrums. Whoops. I don't think I've heard of that. What's the vibe? Side? Up? Is breathing picking up on the microphone? Hey, puppy. So hard being a working mother. Oh, that's fun. I do not. But I'll look into it regardless. Oh, I need that. I think I have enough wood. Let's get it. Whoops. Wrong box. Okay. Nailed it. I should have probably put stuff in the box, but... We're gonna go to Gunther before I forget, because that actually has a time limit. And show him our beautiful wares, and he'll be so proud of us. And then we're gonna do bridge. And then we'll go to the community center because we did a little thingy thing. Fighting stop. Hey, babe. It's whatever. Oh, I thought it was saying it was closed. Hurt my brain for a second. Oop. Are you impressed? Oh, you know what else I should do? I'm gonna go give Harvey a thing. If I can find him. Typical. I can't do everything for you, Harvey. I am such a struggle today. Okay. Oh, I have one of those. I just saw you. I just saw him. Not in here. Dang it. No. Bastion. I'm back. Yeah, Harvey doesn't want my love, and that's fine. The feeling is mutual. If marrying him doesn't give you free healthcare, like I don't get the point. Nope. Nope. I need to go to Robin? My brain hurt. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. We're rich. Look at us. Hello. Yeah, no one loves me. Sad but true. You hate to see it. I could fish, but I could also just walk away and ignore my responsibilities. This is what I like to call a zero progression playthrough. We just walk around. Everyone's favorite part of Stardew Valley. Yeah, exactly. I am getting those steps in. It's all what it's about. About that grind. Where's Sebastian? Too early for him to be at the bar, right? Well, Haley's not gonna want my sea urchin. Never loved me like this. Not ready for her. I need to stop. I'm out of control. My nonsense today. Even for me. Bloop. Basically just trying to pass time until people go to the bar. Ah, it's gonna happen again. I don't have a choice. Sorry, Sebastian. Yum, yum, yum. I definitely did have a choice, but what if you choose the wrong choice? Please. I don't know, that's just like the day today. You know? Exactly. I'm on that grind set, and it happens. I wouldn't expect you all to understand. Oh, Harvey. Here. Come here, bud. Come here, boy. Come here. I do. I sure do. Oh, I forgot. I gave away the green bean. Never mind. Shh. Nothing. Alright, let's do the community center. So I can feel like I've accomplished something meaningful in my life. Woohoo! Nice, nice. Whoa! Oh, a whole lot of options. Does that mean the fishing thing is open and I actually have to start fishing? Crops. I have any of my crops on me. Or... Yeah, I ate them. Whoops. You know me. I definitely don't have any of those yet. One of those. And that's probably fish. You wanna go bother some people at the bar? I know I do. Let's do it to him. With all the money I have. Oh, I know. Just something about you, bud. True, true. Hello. Cook for me. I also love the community center. It gives me purpose. Feel lost and directionless without it. Sleepy cow. Exactly. I need goals. I need tasks. I need things to work for, or I will just wander around endlessly. That's also why I'm like not huge on open world games. I mean, there are open world games that I like because they're just like good games, like Breath of the Wild. But like the format is not my favorite for the same reason. I get overwhelmed with choice and then I don't do anything. Sure. Nope. Okay. What if I just did one little tree over here? For that, I'll get a snack first. Pose. Can't see where I am. Then I'll jump. And also, like, I grew up playing point and click games, which are, like, truly one of the most, like, linear games you can get. So I feel like my brain is just not oriented towards open world stuff. But this is, like, a good balance where it keeps me going. Okay, I am not gonna faint today. It is a new day. A new me, if you will. Oh, you need coal for a scarecrow. Womp. Alright. Not bad. Could have been better. But it could have been worse. Yes, exactly, the Nancy Drew games. I should definitely play those on stream sometime too. Those are a trip. But I feel like part of the fun of those games is playing them with other people because they're crazy. You know what I mean? You wouldn't get that joy of me like reacting to things for the first time. Yep, know that part. That means I shouldn't go mining. I haven't. I've heard they're really long. Flash, when I watch the trailers for them, I'm always kind of confused as to what the like gameplay is. Like, 'cause sometimes it looks like an RPG, sometimes it looks like a dancing game, sometimes it looks like a story-based sort of thing. I don't know. So that's the answer. I feel like it gets recommended to me a lot. But they're like 40, 60-hour games, right? They're a commitment. You know what? I'm just gonna do some fishing today. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't need to catch good fish yet. I'm just trying to survive. Yeah, exactly. Killing myself with a sandwich was an essential part of my childhood. I don't know who I'd be today without it. Games don't make children aware of their own mortality like they used to, huh? I couldn't talk while I was fishing. Speaking of, you want to know something really dumb? Or maybe not dumb. I was 8. Until Steve Irwin died, I thought everyone lived until they were 100 years old. Like, to the day. And then they died. And then Steve Irwin died when I was like 8. Like, it was too old. Too old for me to think this. But then like, oh my god, he's so young. People can die at any time and we have no control. Isn't that terrifying? Anyways, isn't this a fun, cozy stream? I mean, it happens to all of us sometime. Like, you have to have a moment that you realize it, right? I feel like most people just black that moment out for their own sanity. Maybe that's what's wrong with me today. Oops. That was a bad throw. Yeah, like maybe your brain isn't meant to remember that, you know? I feel like it's just gonna be... Oh, okay. Are any of these in the community center? Not that one. Definitely not specialty fish. Yes. One of them is. Hmm. Okay. Just the one. Don't get too excited. Man, I don't know how people do real fishing. The 20 seconds of waiting is agony enough for me. It's thrilling stuff, I know. We'll say that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't rag on people's hobbies just because I don't like them. I don't know. I mean, you could listen to podcasts while you do it. And I mean, if I can listen to like a YouTube video or a podcast, like there's many things I can find entertaining. It's with a lot of practice, slash, I'm still not quite that good. Don't watch the first VOD of this. Speaking of, I finally got the VODs together, and started uploading them to my gaming channel. So it's gonna be Ashley Norton Gaming. I haven't listed them yet. Ooh, I was too slow. I haven't listed them yet, and I also haven't even like given myself like a YouTube banner or anything. It's very bare bones right now. But I just need to put the descriptions in for the videos and then they're good. Key part of gaming is having your hand on the mouse instead of talking with your hands. Little tip for you. See, they were coming in so fast, and now that my hand's on the mouse, it's like, what is this? And that's why you don't fish. I have. Ooh, Fisher Core. I don't remember him having fish tanks. Be a beautiful theme for a room. I used to be like really into tropical fish. Like, I wanted a tropical fish tank so bad, and I would watch those, like, pet tube videos of them. And I'm really glad I changed my mind on that one, because I already have the pets that I have, and, who has the time? Like, tropical fish tanks are so pretty, but they seem so stressful for what you get out of them. And, you know, unlike other hobbies, there's like real living creatures that die. Not, I guess in fishing they die too, but that's like intentional, so it's not as emotionally taxing. Am I making sense at this point? I'm just having a moment. Who doesn't like daffodils? Yeah, my freshwater tank, like, gets algae blooms all on its own. I don't need to throw salt in the mixture. Plus, it's just my axolotl in there. If there was, like, more than one thing in there, I don't know if I could handle it. Thank you, Spencer Lynn. You gave me the out that I needed. Mercury is in Gatorade. You heard it here first. Before I got into astrology, I also didn't realize just how often Mercury is in retrograde. It's like all the time. It's not as as special as people make it sound. We're just always in chaos. Oh, then it's 100% real. Nice. Man, I need to get back into astrology. It was fun and helpful. I went through a phase in the pandemic where I was like really into tarot cards and stuff, and I still do card pulls on occasion. But I'm not good enough to where I can do it with like out a book and really impress people. But I guess I could just be making it up and no one would know, and that's kind of the whole point, right? But it's like oddly, it's not a substitute for therapy, but it's like oddly therapeutic. So if I had a hobby I would recommend to you, that's one. Right? Like, it just like, sometimes you get a card and it has like a meaning to it and you're like, I wasn't even thinking about that, and now I'm thinking about that. And sometimes that can be a bad thing, but sometimes it could be a good thing. Yeah, so we're feeling the vibe for sure. Also, I mean, I don't want to say witchcraft is real, but I did do a success spell before I started my YouTube channel, and like, look at us now. Something to think about. That's not even a joke, that's a real thing that I did. And I would update it monthly, and I have not done that as of late. Hopefully it's still okay. I don't know if the magic's really effective anymore. We got some powerful people in the chat tonight. Oh, thanks, Vivi. I mean, it's like, I'd say the magic's doing 50% at least. But, I don't know. I remember when my channel started getting kind of big, because I got really lucky. Tiffany Ferg, who I love, found me when I had like 2,000 subscribers. because of my Acacia Brinley video. And she followed me on Instagram, which was like the craziest moment ever. And then maybe a month or two later, she shouted me out on her channel, and she doesn't really do like a whole lot of shout outs. And so my channel went to like 10,000 really fast. And I remember asking Dan, I'm like, are you like surprised that I'm like doing well in this? And he's like, no, you're like smart and entertaining and like you have good thoughts. And I'm like, you're so nice. I should date you. Did I not water my stuff today? Whoops. Aw, see? Brought the best people over. I love Tiffany. That was crazy too, because she was someone I watched like 6 or 7 years ago. I watched her when she, I found her through Haley Blay, who I think she's pretty much just making music these days. But she is like so funny. And I used to watch her stuff all the time. And Tiffany was like in college. And I remember she like was going through this like transferring nightmare. And I just kind of like, I feel like I got to watch her grow up, you know, into the person she is today. And it's really cool. A little parasocial thing. But I guess now it's kind of social because I actually know her somewhat. YouTube recommendations are a powerful thing. I mean, all of my YouTube recommendations lately are just Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race stuff, which isn't a bad thing, but it is the only thing I'm seeing. I go through phases where like RuPaul's Drag Race is all I think about, and then I like leave it for a year or two because it's like too much to keep up with between like all of the different shows. And then I just watch all of the pit stops at once and watch all of the recaps and the drama videos. Fully into it. Whoops. Missed the green bean thing. Oh well, sorry, Sebastian. I really hope these strawberries like grow in time. I probably shouldn't have planted them right after buying them. It's okay. Because we're getting to the end of spring. I'm never not going to complain about this. This is how I give myself carpal tunnel. I'm not going to be able to write any emotions, and it's all because of this game. Oh, do you mean the Danny Gonzalez video from high school? I don't know why that gets recommended to everybody. I've already watched it, and it still gets recommended to me. I do have that. And he looks exactly the same as he does now. Just a little high-pitched voice version of Danny Gonzalez. There are some videos I filmed when I was 13 or 14, and I've tried to look for them on the internet. I'm pretty sure my friend I made them with deleted them, and for that I'm glad. They probably shouldn't be on the internet. Because I was like in a really gross, cringy phase where I just said all the offensive things I heard on the internet and like didn't think about them. Not like slurs, but like, you know, stuff that hasn't aged well. Like just like doing accents and stuff. Which... No. No. Well, that's cute. I haven't seen that one. Oh, I'm glad. Actually, I mean, Jenny Nicholson was one inspiration of it, of course. But I love, I'm not a Disney adult because I really don't care that much about Disney, like, especially as a company. Like, I don't care too much about the movies. But I really like theme parks, I think, or like themed experiences. I think it's really interesting. Because it's a whole world like designed to evoke certain emotions in people, and it's like very engineered, especially when it's like Disney or Universal. And so I really like learning about it. And like theme park fan culture is so weird and so toxic that there's like plenty of things I could talk about, but the Peter Pan one definitely sticks out as like a thing I went through myself in Tumblr. Can you say who you were friends with or who you were? I don't know how. I don't want to get you in trouble. I feel like sometimes even when people haven't worked there for 10 years, they still go by the rules. Yeah, see, like the company just like isn't your friend, so I don't know if there's really any company that I'd be like, woo, over. Where is Jody? What? You're Jody. Okay. Thought so. I thought I had... I'm losing my mind. Well, then I want to know the dirty laundry. There's this one TikTok account I follow. Their name is like Lizard Mouse 420 or something, but it's just someone who plays Mickey Mouse at Disney World, and I don't know how this account has existed for like several years, but it's just like him dancing to like rap music and twerking and just like memeing around. And I don't know what, I feel like Disney's usually really strict with like character people like posting stuff like that, but I love that account. It's chaos. I live for it. I mean, messy employees are fun, no matter where you are. That's where I get half my excitement these days. Oh, you know what? I should put it in the community center. I feel like how I'm just like walking back and forth as I think about what I'm doing. Hi, Madison Emily. Hello, hello. Yeah, wow, that's a long time. I feel like most people would get burnt out by like year 3. Or if they're Disney college program, like 6 months, because they're just kind of exploited interns, aren't they? Died. Nailed it. And we're back. Now I can hear things. I figured. I don't know how other people, how people build an audience on Twitch organically. And you're certainly not here for my amazing gameplay. Aw, that's fair. I mean, were you like laid off during the pandemic and then just decided not to come back from that or? Because it was like everybody, right? What a time. I remember my my summer internship got canceled or like significantly reduced. And so I had like nothing to do for like 4 months. And so I just like trained for a half marathon by myself and ran it by myself. Yeah, it was probably for the best. But the things you do when you don't have a job, let me tell you. It's like there's a history behind it. I guess, you know, everything has a history behind it. Is your YouTube name the same as your Twitch name? Because I would definitely subscribe for that. That's true, Madison, but you know. I mean, how many people stayed for that? Oh, true. As a content creator, I should post more on TikTok. And I don't. I used to all the time before I really had a platform. But now I feel like I actually have to make TikToks that are good. Or at least not as embarrassing as they were. Thought Harvey would be here. Give him his coffee. I guess not. Yeah, YouTube's fun, and they pay their creators way more than TikTok does, so. No Harvey. Everyone but Harvey. Looks like spaghetti. I'm gonna look up the gift guide. You can't not cheat when it comes to gifts. Not one of his like favorite things. You know what? I'm feeling a little crazy. Come here, big guy. Oh. There we go. Could have been worse. Harvey, are you there now? Literally everybody else but Harvey. Great. So rude. Thank you. When I come up with good ideas, I'll be there. I also feel like my iPhone camera, the quality like looks awful on TikTok, so I feel like I actually have to post it and edit it outside of TikTok because It looks like I have a really old. I have an iPhone 12 like Pro or whatever. Not to flex too hard. Like it's always super crusty on TikTok. Oh, I don't have any money for her. She said, not today. You can maybe. I didn't realize that was a setting I could change. That may be it. Like the TikTok editing software is just not the most intuitive thing. And I use like a decent amount of stuff at this point. Still can't get my head around it. I think you also just have to like film with your back camera, right? That's the secret sauce that the gamers don't want you to know. Right, who has the time in this economy? What even happened today? What was today? Where was I? Meet, meet, meet. Okay. Right. Okay, I need to save those. Oh, you can put it. Oh no, you can't put it in. Boop. That's it. Nice. All right. Good night. I keep acting like spring is almost over, and I'm just kind of like set spring aside, and I'm like, summer is gonna be my season. But I still fully have like 10 more days of spring. Neat. Here it goes. Back at it again. I'm speeding though. Boom. You know what? Do y'all have any good like TV show recommendations of any kind? Because Dan and I, we just finished, we were rewatching Lost. Well, I was rewatching Lost. He hadn't seen it for the first time. And it's kind of been like our lives for the past 4 or 5 months. And now that it's over, there's just kind of a hole in my heart. But it's like it's so hard to convince myself to start new things. And then we also finished Spy Family, like right after that too. Good times, but... No, I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of it. Oh my gosh. I grew up in a household that had Survivor playing in the background all the time. I feel like I should know more about it considering how many times I've watched it. But yes, I've fully watched Survivor. We watch, I think like the heroes versus villains and the fans versus favorite seasons are on a lot in our household. We've also watched the seasons with the guy who wrote White Lotus many times. Cochrane, any season with Cochrane. That might be the fans versus favorites run, right? An anti-reality TV show household. Oh my gosh. The 2000s were the best time because there were no rules and people would just make the most unhinged show they could think of. Yeah, our family would go crazy over it. This one show our family watched was called Dive, I think, or Splash. And it was a celebrity competitive diving competition where like 6 different weeks someone got injured and had to like drop out. Like someone hit their head, someone else like broke their knee. It was like an awful thing. They were not getting enough proper training. And the guy who won was like an Olympic skier. And I'm like, I feel like you have a little bit of an advantage. And I remember Drake Bell was on it, and that was like back in an era where people still like Drake Bell, so I was rooting for him. But I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones who like made it to the finale and then just smashed his head on a diving board in front of everybody. You know, they don't make TV like they used to. Oh yeah. Can't watch that anymore. I love Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I've been a big fan of Rachel Bloom. Like I used to watch her music videos back in the day. Back when like skits were like everything that I watched. He's so funny. I swear. If she was a man, like she would be like Bo Burnham level famous. Yes, yes. And the Don't Be a Lawyer song is so good. That's a big meme song. At least with the people I knew in law school, for sure. Hits deep. My favorite song is I Go to the Zoo. That one hits. That one hits for sure. That would be hard. Because, can I be honest? He seems like a perfectly lovely person. But Josh Peck kind of annoys me. I don't have a rational reason for it. But I don't like him. And Drake Bell, there's like actual reasons not to like him. Josh seems fine. But I don't like him. Maybe it's because he like hangs around David Dobrik and that's just an immediate red flag to me. I did watch Fleabag, of course. I had to watch something with a sexy priest in it. Yeah, right? Like, it's always really unfortunate when a celebrity you like hangs around a celebrity that's like kind of awful because you are the company you keep, you know? Like Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde, like a little questionable. I don't know why I thought you would be, but I know, like Fleabag season 1 was good. Oh my gosh. He is so handsome. And of course he's like Moriarty too, so it just regresses me back to my 2014 self. And it's like the same thirst, just in, you know, less gifts. Space do I have? Oh, I have space. Yeah, like that was another one. I felt a little bit better when I heard Tana's like side of that. Because according to Tana, they weren't hanging out. She just sort of like went out the door with Demi because she was avoiding getting photographed with Bella. And she was also like, I can hang around sober people and not be sober. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that is fair. I mean, Demi probably shouldn't be in those kind of settings on a regular basis anyway, but I don't know. Her life. What's Heroes? See, y'all are telling me all these things. I feel like I am in the loop about things, but I don't know any of the things that you're recommending. I know Hayden Panettiere. Oh, was it like an ABC, like another ABC show? Like Switched at Birth. I watched that one for like a good 2 seasons. See, Lost came out in a really interesting era. I don't know if y'all have watched like the 9 hours that Willem talked about it in his video essays. But like Lost came out at a time where like long form serialized shows with like high production value and like complex storytelling was not a thing. And so I think it's like really interesting to watch them have like 100 episodes, even though they did not need 100 episodes. But they had to because of like the era that they were living in. And like there's sometimes we're still able to come out with like really good episodes. And then, you know, sometimes you watch an entire episode about Jack getting tattoos forcibly from a woman in Thailand. And it's like, okay, maybe next week. I also genuinely wonder if, like, you were meant to like Jack. Like, Lost is a pretty good show of, like, all the characters kind of have something bad about them, and they're kind of flawed. But, like, did people like Jack when they watched that show? Because I could not. Same with Ted Mosby. Like, were people ever charmed by Ted Mosby? You know? Things I think about. That's a beautiful phrase. Put that on my headstone. Yeah, Ross. I didn't watch Friends until a couple years ago. Like, I didn't watch it as a kid. Obviously, it was, like, on in the background every now and again. But I was not into it. I think it was just, I didn't have the nostalgia brain for it, so I could just see how it had aged, like, really poorly. And Ross. Ross was really the ruiner for me. Plus, I wasn't really into... By that time, I had outgrown, like, laugh track sitcoms. How I Met Your Mother was, like, the last one I really watched like that. And that was because I got invested early in that one, too. What's going on here? Little party. Anything fun I can give people? Not really. Get nothing then. Right? Laugh track shows are just... I mean, they're from another era for a reason, let's just say. And the thing is, a lot of those shows these days aren't filmed with, like, a live studio audience. So do they actually just have to, like, stand silently with no laughter for a certain amount of time? Yeah, unfortunately, I love my family dearly, but they were very into Big Bang Theory, and my dad is still not over it. Rough. It's rough when I'm over at their house. We used to get in a lot of fights when I was in high school because I would just like tell my dad about the Big Bang Theory is bad essay that I had read on Tumblr. And he'd be like, people can enjoy things that you don't like, Ashley. Which was fair. I probably did not have a good attitude about it, but I was like giving him full film analysis, and he's like, I just like when the nerdy guy go blah. Like, it's not that deep. Nope, not dead. I can imagine that. I went to they still have the set, or like a rebuilt version of the set, at Warner Brothers. And I hadn't seen Friends when I went to the set. Everyone was like, woo! And Big Bang Theory was filmed like on the same lot, so we saw that. But the real exciting part was they had Pretty Little Liars when we were there. And that was very exciting. Hey, Thomas. How's it going? We're doing the thing. Look, we're not... We've been poorer. That's for sure. Nice. I haven't watched Vampire Diaries, but I feel like I've fallen asleep to the Jenny Nicholson video so many times. I might as well have watched it, right? Stop that. But I love shows like that. Can you stop? Apparently no. I'm struggle busing. Take it away. I've lost my fish privileges. Woo! I am successful in life. No. Not do that. Thick. And we got a lot of stuff. I feel like I should give people flowers. Gilmore Girls, someone asked me to make a video about it, and I haven't watched that, but that's one where I feel like I actually really would like. Because it seems like just the right amount of like messy and nostalgia, and like the characters are a little problematic, but you still like them. I feel like that might be the thing I watch next, actually. Juice Tooth, no, I haven't seen The Rehearsal. Apparently I'm just like not paying attention to the shows and things that are coming out. I think really the only show I've watched lately is Love is Blind. And it was a really good season this season. It was so much better than season 3. All the men in season 3, except Kwame, really scared me, and then Kwame ended up being messy too, and I was like, okay. That was just an unfortunate season, wasn't it? Unfortunate moment in time. So close. Yeah, I think Gilmore Girls, it'll take me a while. Like, if I was gonna do a video on it, it definitely wouldn't be anytime soon. But I think I'll watch Gilmore Girls. And I'll take copious notes. No, how about not? Alright, let me just seduce everyone in town while I'm at it. Haley. Where are all my babes at? See, I don't know everybody's schedule yet either. Yeah, Penny's not over here. Dang it. It's fine. Alex, would you like a flower? You're welcome. I guess I should sell some of my stuff. Oh, and put stuff in the community center too. I'm gonna do that first so I don't fuck it up. Leah's cute. I feel like Leah was probably my third pick after Emily and Abigail. I still don't know who I'm gonna marry like this time. I'll just have to go with what I feel. I don't have any cauliflower though. I got so many potatoes though, like stacked up. Kind of crazy. What was Trisha Paytas in an episode of? There's too many things. I know she was in Modern Family. Yeah, I married Abigail first too, Madison. She's a cutie. And I really like the purple hair. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh. I feel like I did know that. There's too many things to know about Trisha, right? I can only keep track of so much. I guess I'll give you a flower too. That would be so good. If they did an influencer season of Survivor, I can't say I wouldn't watch. See, the thing is, they keep trying to make, like, influencer reality shows, like, independently. Like, there's always, like, a cringy one that'll come out every couple of years, or, like, YouTube will try and make it a thing. But no, we need to just put them all on, like, an established show with, like, a full budget and just see what kind of mess they can make. Oh, I didn't realize we hadn't gotten the Joshi cutscene yet. Hang on, guys. We're watching some capitalism right now. Cowards. All of you. Cowards. But can you blame them? Probably how he took. You really showed him. Poor Pierre. Woo! How much is the backpack? Like 10,000? Yeah. Too much money. The cast of Jersey Shore on Survivor will be the most unhinged thing. But you know, they've already got like the tan. They'd probably like it, honestly. Honey! It's the episode of Seducing People. Oh, I thought that was Leah who I gave a gift to. Sorry. Redheads, you know. Embarrassing. Take the positive vibes. Hey, Creepy Cosplay. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm gonna actually catch some fish over here because I haven't done that yet. But I lost my. Yeah, see, I can't do scary stuff. I can't do jump scares, and I can't do super gory things. But I love like reading the descriptions of scary stuff and getting the vibe that way. Or like, what was I gonna say? If it's like good enough, like a really good movie, I'll still watch it. Like I've watched Get Out. You was the other one, right? No, that's the Netflix show. The other one. Megan. Of course, I watched Megan. And like old stuff, like The Shining, like that old spooky stuff. That's fine. I can get down with it. But I have anxiety. I don't need heart pounding. Exactly, Spencer Lynn. Like that's the thing. I live on horror like Wikipedia pages. Because like the Saw movies, sometimes they're like a deep commentary on like capitalism and the wrongs in society. But it's a Saw movie, so no one talks about it like that. And I just think that's fascinating. No, I wouldn't watch the Saw movies. I mean, I know the first one, most of the stuff is like off screen because it's really low budget. So if that was the one to watch, probably. But no, I would never do Saw. I would never do like um obviously Human Centipede, I would never do. Yeah, the Scream franchise is another one that I've like just read about, but it feels like I've basically watched it. But yeah, I wish I was braver about horror movies, but I'm not. I mean, even like watching ghost reality shows used to scare me as a kid, like Ghost Adventures and stuff would spook me. Or like it wouldn't when I was watching it, but then like the rest of the day I'd be like, because especially Ghost Adventures had this thing of like gaslighting you into thinking they saw a solid figure or like heard a voice when it's just like feedback. And so I think I became accustomed to just like seeing the slightest glimpse and being like, a ghost. Ghost Adventures was so scary. But my favorite, I shouldn't say my favorite. There's so many good moments of Ghost Adventures. But one of my favorite moments is when Zach's walking through like some old asylum or something, right? And it's like falling apart. And like literally a piece of drywall falls on him and he screams so loud. And I'm just like, I'm surprised that's not happening more often. I feel like that has to be happening everywhere. Slash, that's probably why they hear things falling all the time, because the building is falling apart. I say that, but also I like still believe in ghosts, but I don't believe in Zach Baggins, I suppose. Oh, Scooby-Doo was my ish. I love Scooby-Doo. It is a lucky day. And I always really want to be like the mystery gang for Halloween. I'd be Daphne. Not Daphne, Velma. And Goose would be Scooby. Dan would be Shaggy. And then our friends would be Fred and Daphne. And it'd be so cool. But it's a matter of organizing my friends. And that's the hard part. Oh, that was tense. I wasn't allowed to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. There was like a weird rule where I wasn't one of those like not allowed to watch SpongeBob kids. My mom had no problem with SpongeBob. But she just kind of like drew the line at whatever annoyed her, and it was a very arbitrary thing. I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network except for like the classics like Scooby-Doo, Pink Panther, Tom and Jerry. And I couldn't watch Fairly Odd Parents was the specific one my mom would not let me watch. And I remember I was saying that to like one of my friends in dance class when I was 8, and she was like, "Oh yeah, because it's like the witchcraft. My mom doesn't let me read Harry Potter or look at any of that." So I understand, and I was like, "Oh my god, is my mom trying to keep me from being a witch?" And no, that it was truly just because it annoyed her, and I kind of love that. Yeah, I don't know why SpongeBob. I mean, oh, I'll be shush. Up late, huh? Here, have a cold one. This is healthy. Yeah. You ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Oof. And we continue to give him beer after this? That's messed up. Hi. That was messed up. Oh, really messed up. No, I'm not gonna reach her in time. I'll give you flowers later. But we're rich. I was gonna look at my thing. That. God. Okay. Just the one. Just this. Okay. Psyching myself out there for. Whoops. No, I never watched Vanderpump Rules. I don't know. I feel like of all the reality show type of things, we never watched any of the. This is kind of like a Real Housewives type of vibe. Correct me if I'm wrong. We never really watched stuff about like just women in real life doing whatever. We always watched like game show stuff. Like I didn't watch. What was that other one? The Hills. And Jersey Shore is another one that I'd never. While y'all were talking about Jersey Shore, I never watched it, but it's just like such a part of the culture that it feels like I got the gist, right? Mm, I think we're successful. I don't know if this is the demographic for it, but go off, y'all. The draft does seem fun, though. I like the concept of it. But I just can't get myself to have an interest in football. I thought this was the Queen of Sauce. A draft for Drag Race would be incredible. Yeah, maybe I just need it to be about a different activity. Or, my one friend is really into hockey. And she'll tell me about hockey trades every time I see her. Have I ever watched a hockey game? Do I remember any of the names that she tells me other than them being usually like kind of Russian? No. Nope. But she tells me anyways, and there's always drama with those hockey people. People are just getting traded left and right, at least the way my friend makes it seem. Okay, maybe today's the day to go to the mine. Because I have the food, I have the mindset, I'm qualified. I have too much. Thank you, thank you. I am just gonna go to the box real quick, though. Too much stuff in here. I gotta take this seriously. Okay. Okay, I guess I won't go that way. Sorry, excuse me. Did that. Okay. Okay. For real this time. Like 2 hours. 2 hours for like right now. I don't know. I could work my way up like 3. I couldn't do more because like work in the morning. But it's been a fun time so far. I love the Tiger Woods video. I'm actually kind of sad that that one like didn't do super well. Because I was so invested in that sports drama, let me tell you. And every time I see Tiger Woods like on someone's TV when we're over, I'm like, well, hey, you know, he's currently tied for like the most making it to the finals of the national tour most times. Did that sentence make sense? It did when I said it before, and they were like, wow, you know so much about Tiger Woods. Yeah, that's true. I know like 3 things. Other than the things everybody knows. Ugh. Amazing. Getting better. No? Yeah. I think so. Why did that sentence not instill a lot of confidence in you? I guess it would depend on the video, or like how specific the facts, but... Yeah, I mean, I spend like a month or 2 like only thinking about that one particular thing, so... The Nancy Drew one was also a classic. I mean, I say that about most... I don't put out stuff that I don't like, of course. But the Nancy Drew one was one that I had the idea for, like, basically since I started my channel. But I felt like I wanted it to be good. And so I waited until I was sort of at a point where I was, like, really confident in what I was doing. And we did it. I'm pretty sure I was like studying for the bar while I was making that video. Funnily enough. Because I didn't want to study for the bar. It's actually kind of crazy how little I studied. I would do like my... They have like an AI thing that like schedules out what you're supposed to be studying. And I would do it, but I would do it like in like 2 hours when it's supposed to be like 5 hours, because I would like watch the videos on 1.5 speed and like sort of cruise through stuff. And I was like, I'm sure you're meant to be spending this extra time doing other stuff, but like I did the bare minimum, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because you don't really have to do, you don't have to do well on the bar exam, you just have to pass, and that's only like 50%. Or 60% maybe. And then no one asks like what your score was, no one cares. If you say your score on the bar exam, you're weird. Oh, that scared me. No, no one sees it. They just, they get my, when you become an attorney, you get a, you get an attorney, like, number. And so they know that. That's about it. I need a minute. Yeah, it's not like the SAT. Like, it truly doesn't matter. But luckily, I mean, I was very lucky that I passed it the first time, because honestly, I don't know if I would have studied for a second time. Because it's also like, it's not something that tests your intelligence or your ability to be a good lawyer either, so it's like, that also didn't really motivate me to study for it, because I'm like, well, it doesn't actually make me good at my job, so like, why would I spend more than I need to on this? but actually, I was thinking about doing some sort of like bonus video where I saved a bunch of like my old bar prep questions because they're crazy. Bar exam questions are wild. They make no sense. And I want to like have a game show with like my friends. And you know, the winner gets to be a licensed attorney. I can't get to you either. Don't jump at me. Ah. Nice. Oh, was that 10? I did a thing. I'm mining. Mining. I'm just mining. Woo! Look at me, I'm staying stuck. Styling. So the bar has, you know, 12 subjects. Well, there's 8 on the multiple choice and then 12 possible ones to appear on like the essays that you do. And then there's one section that is actually meant to be like a practical thing where they give you a packet of stuff and you have to read it. And basically it's different every time. Sometimes it's like editing a contract or writing a memo to a client based on like fake cases that they give you. And that's the only one that has like any sort of like real life application. The rest of it is just kind of memorizing a bunch of topics. Most of them are the ones you take your first year in law school. But then there's some other ones like trusts and estates, like wills, is one of the 12 that could potentially show up on the bar exam, but it might not. And so you kind of have to choose in law school, like how many of these like bar classes are you going to take for, you know, stuff that you're never going to use, but like you may need it for the bar. So like I had to take family law. I think family law was actually like interesting. I probably would have taken that anyway. Criminal procedure, I also really liked. But like secured transactions, don't even make me explain what those are because I can't. That I definitely didn't retain at this point. Yeah, and it's just kind of a whole memorizing game, really. And the most messed up thing about it, the people who make the bar exam, their whole company is in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is the one state where all you have to do is graduate law school to practice law. You don't have to take the bar. So everybody who is in that company, who like you pay thousands, or actually maybe like 1,000 just to them, they never took the bar exam. They're just profiting off of making you do it. And the reason we even have bar exams in the first place was because it used to be like an apprentice system where you would just like follow a lawyer around and then you're a lawyer. But then people of color started becoming lawyers, and so all the white lawyers were like, oh no, what if no one will like us? Now that we have to compete with these guys, let's make an exam based on things that we'll intentionally make sure that they don't know so we can keep them out. And it's in my opinion, to this day, still used to exclude disadvantaged people because it requires you to study basically full-time for like 12 weeks in advance. And like if you work a full-time job, that's not really an option for you. If you have kids, that's a whole thing to balance. And then you're paying these like private bar prep companies a couple $1,000 too. And like they also benefit from the bar exam system. It's just effed up, in my opinion. So yeah, it always comes back to racism. I should have just like started there, right? Not a surprise. Yeah, plus character and fitness. That's true. But that's also not a thing that I like. Um, Character and fitness is like the things you would assume. Like they ask if you have a criminal record or like things to know about. Um, but they ask about a lot of really weird things. They want every place that you've lived for the past 5 years, addresses, and that includes like college dorms. So if you were moving every single year, you had to list every single one. And I remember I asked my bar prep professor what that was for, and it's like, oh, well, it's to make sure that you were never homeless at one point. Because, you know, homeless people can't possibly be lawyers. But they would ask for your credit score and like how much student loans you had and stuff. Because it's like, oh, we need to make sure you're financially responsible. Which is like the other implication with homelessness, right? Because, you know, if they had pulled themselves up by their bootstrap, maybe they wouldn't be homeless. Or unhoused, you should say. And they also, it's different in every state, but in Maryland and in most states, they ask if you have any mental illnesses that would, if untreated, would impact your ability to practice law. And like, what does that mean? Like, I treat my mental health issues and I like will do that. But is there a world where like my mental health could impact me? Like, sure, I don't know. And so it's like, do you disclose your mental illness to these people or not? It's just like, and a lot of people don't know because most people aren't, no one's denied based off of that, which is why they continue to justify that question. But it genuinely like deters people from seeking counseling in law school or like getting help because they think it's gonna like follow them on their bar applications. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I get heated about this one. It's messed up. I'm not a fan. And it's like one of these things that like if you're not a lawyer, the bar exam is like, wow, it's this really special thing that's like a big deal. And it is a big deal. But it doesn't have to be because it doesn't actually mean anything. Spread the word. And that's the tea. That's the tea, folks. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be too surprised that, like, law school has some real, and lawyers in general have some real conservative, behind the social times, like, culture. Kind of their thing. Oh, you shouldn't have Gunther. Hey, Geo? Oh, I have one. I didn't check if it was good luck day, though. I'm not gonna do it. That's too risky. I think I can make a scarecrow, though. My inventory's almost... Oh. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know if there's really any... any sort of work environment where it's like, oh, it's actually so much better on the inside than what it seems from the outside. Because, you know, there's people in all the jobs. But yeah, I dated a film bro in high school, so I feel like I know what your experience is like, Spencer Lynn. And I couldn't tolerate that. I couldn't imagine doing that for a living. You know how many Quentin Tarantino movies I had to watch because of that guy? Okay. Maybe I'll do it. If it ends up being nothing, it's all your fault. But I'll do it. I'll fish one thing though while I'm here. Should also look and see how expensive the rod is. Come on. My sound isn't working again, so I missed the sound cue. That's why. I swear, I'm not bad. Oh, that's actually not as expensive as I thought. Nice. I need to put that in the center. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, fishing is not my favorite activity. Oh, it's already 9 o'clock. Okie dokie. Well, then this will probably be the final day for today. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. But the day is young. What do you think of that, Clint? Nice! Amazing. Alright, Madison. You're safe. Thank you. Thank you. No, you want to know what state has some crazy tort law? Maryland. For those who don't know, torts are like slips and falls. It's a lot of things, but like largely it's personal injury when people think about it. And in Maryland, we are one of 4 states that still has contributory negligence, where basically if you're in a car accident, let's say, and you're 20% at fault, because, you know, you could have used, like, swerved too much, but the other person, like, fully hit you, and it was their fault. Because it was 20% your fault, you can't recover in Maryland. Yup. But I feel like, courts have kind of gotten around it a lot, because it's such a crazy rule, right? So, luckily, I think people ignore it. That is wild. I need to get my tulips in. And some coffee. I'm rich. Yeah, but the juries are like taught about the law, and they're taught about what contributory negligence is. So they're told that they're supposed to apply the law. But there is a thing called jury nullification. If y'all are in a jury right now, congratulations, I just got you kicked off a jury. Because it's like super not allowed to tell jurors about jury nullification. But jury nullification is where a jury is told the law. Like, they're told what the rules are for murder, let's say. And, you know, back in the day, maybe, when, like, stalking laws weren't really a thing, and a woman, like, killed her stalker in self-defense, even though the law was technically murder, a jury could be like, no, we think that law is stupid, and vote the other way. And that was a way of, like, changing the law. And it was actually very common in, like, the Civil War era for jurors to, like, not find people who helped slaves, like, guilty. And, like, when suffragettes would, like, get arrested for, like, getting the right to vote, sometimes juries would, like, not get them in trouble for that reason as well. So, you know, like, some hope in humanity. It can be used for good things, but it's also, like, that's kind of the reason why, like, O.J. Simpson is out, you know? It's a powerful thing, which is why they They generally, like, don't want you to know that. So there you go. And people will, like, put, I think for one of the Donald Trump, like, hearings or something, a juror came in and he's like, someone wrote jury nullification on the bathroom stall. And it was like a full-on mistrial. Everyone panicked. People try to be really sneaky about it. It's kind of wild. The drama. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, jury nullification is like a very... Yeah, it's a rare thing. And it's not something that's encouraged. But, you know, change comes through slow social progress sometimes, so maybe it'll become a thing. The hip new thing. I don't know, with some of the crazy laws that are being passed these days, I would kind of hope be a thing. But also jury trials are so rare to begin with. I'm sorry I'm talking so much about like lawyer stuff today. I realize it's not not interesting to everybody. Slash, I don't know how well I'm explaining myself. But you know, I did go to school for it, so I have some thoughts. I'm glad. I really like there actually are law podcasts that are really good. And I've been listening to a lot of them lately. Like 5-4. That's a really good one. And it's like a comedy podcast or like a lighthearted take. I would never watch a serious or listen to a serious law thing. Because, you know, lawyers take themselves too seriously as it is. I'm getting so much coffee. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. Okay. But the one kind of unfortunate thing about knowing the law, speaking of podcasts, is like a lot of podcasts will like try and talk about lawsuits, or YouTubers will try and talk about lawsuits, and you just, I mean, people shouldn't have to know. But it does kind of take me out of it because a lot of times they just straight up like say incorrect things. Like, I remember someone said that third-degree murder is like self-defense, and I'm like, no, self-defense is a defense. Don't go around telling people that they'll go to jail for third-degree murder if they defend themselves. That's not good advice. She's a California lawyer. I'm sure she's doing well. Oh, did I not get the beer? Did I totally forget what I was doing? That sounds like me. Ah, fine. I'll stop spoiling Shane. You know, I just can't get enough of him. That guy. Yeah, I figured. The only thing is, I can't be a California lawyer because, you have to take the Bear Bar exam. Be a California lawyer. So I think if I, which kind of sucks because I actually do have a lot of family in California. That's where my parents are originally from. So I feel like if I ever did move out there, I'd just stop. And I'd probably be better off. I really keep forgetting about that sunfish, huh? Okay. I think that was a pretty successful day. I feel proud of what we've accomplished. Nice, nice. Look at me foraging. I'm proud of myself. Boop, boop, boop. That's it, folks. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week, except I won't be. I'll be here next Tuesday. So have a good rest of your night. Drink some water. Take care of yourselves. Mercury's in retrograde, so, you know, watch out. True, I can be a law professor. Maybe that's the hack. Except I didn't go to, like, an Ivy League. So that's kind of the problem. But good night, y'all. See ya.